beyond space, in a time beyond moment, there came to be a beginning. And in that beginning there came to be two kinds of light. One, hot, fiery, intense. The other, white bright, magnetic, luminous. And in the darkness in which they both shone, the sun and the moon saw each other and fell in love. They played through the same sky. They raced one another, chased one another, teased one another, tickled one another. And in perfect balance, they made love. And from the fire of their union were born the thousands of millions of stars that shine in the sky today. When they came together, the heat of the sun was fierce. The coolness of the moon's light was able to absorb it without having engulfed. Sun and the moon and the stars then did not appear as they do now. The sun looked at his children of love light playing in the sky, and his love grew, and he drew them to him. He drew the children nearest to him, and he hugged them, and his love burned. Where those stars had been, there remained only black holes of absence, darker than darkness, which the moon saw. My love was so hot, my love so great. The moon understood. If you see our children playing, just don't hug them. The sun looked out and saw his children of love light running through the sky, and he chased after them and caught them too. His love burned inside him. And where they had once run through the sky, clouds of darkness, more absent than absent, more of the sky's face, which the moon saw. If you see our children running through the sky, if you see our children playing, just don't hug them. The sun looked out, and he heard his children laughing in the sky, and he went towards them, and he drew them to him, and he hugged them, and his love burned inside him. And where his children's laughter sung out in the sky, there was silence, more silent than the silence which the moon heard. Children laughing, if you see our children running, if you see our children playing, just don't hug them. The sun looked up reach out to him. And the moon saw what had happened. And her fury knew no bounds. She reached down to the earth. The seas rose. Islands were engulfed. Trees were uprooted. Forests flew through the air. Forests wrapped across the face of the sky. The roar of lions was heard across the night. Tigers and monkeys scratched the skies with their claws. Burning banana trees flung into the sun. The burning sweetness of the fruit was etched across the sun's vision. The moon's anger and fury burning into his face. The sun reached down to the world, and when a floodplain had risen, the water boiled, evaporated as a volcano rose. Lava erupted, deserts appeared, sand burned, and the sun drew up the sand and flung the burning sand into the face of the moon, scouring over his wife's face. And the children, the stars that glimmered in the sky, cried out to their parents and said, "Listen!" The sound of the cries of the people from the earth rose up. And the sun and the moon looked into each other's changed faces. They listened. And they knew they had to use their powers differently. To this day, the moon has watched over the world at night, regulated the tides, and brought rest and sleep to the world. The sun has warmed the earth, and brought light to it during the day. And at sunset and at dawn, they hang at opposite ends of the world in perfect balance. And their faces, their scarred faces, are those you see today. They look at each other, and they fall in love once more. And they part. And the stars that hang in the sky follow their own destiny and shape ours. And the black holes of absence, where the stars the sun destroyed once stood, hang there as black holes to this very day. And at those times of sunset and sunrise, that's when I feel the world is most advanced and the most closest to that time, the beginning before the beginning, when the world was in harmony. And I wonder, isn't this how the world is supposed to be?